In today's session, we will see about Git rm command. So, whenever you are working, sometimes you might face a situation where we want to delete the files from staging area, or we want to delete files from staging area as well as working directory, or let's say we have to remove the files only from working directory. In such situation, we can use rm command, Git rm command. So today we will see how to remove file from staging area, how to remove files from working directory, and how to remove files from working directory as well as staging area. So that we will see by using git rm command. So before that, I will just create some files in the project. So I will just go to C drive. Inside this C drive, we have already created one project, my project. In this project, we have cleared everything. So we will start with fresh file creation. So how to create a file? We can either create a file from UI as well. For example, new text file. I am naming it as myfile1.txt. So we have created one text file. I am adding some content in that text file, and this file is created in working directory now. So far it is created only in working directory. So I am adding some content in that file, saving it and closing this file. So far we have created one file, myfile1.txt inside the working directory. Now I will create one more file, let's say, but this time I will create by git bash. So we can directly create the files from git bash as well via commands. We can also add the text content in that file by using git bash also. So I will just show you. So to create a new file, I will just use touch command, touch, and let's say my file 2.txt. So it will create one file, myfile2.txt, in my project. Now how to add the content in this file? So we can use vim command, vim, and then we have to put file name which we want to edit. So I am just opening this, so it will open the editor. Now you can simply press insert I. You have to just press I key on your keyboard for inserting the content, and now we can add some content in it. So I am just adding orange, enter, pineapple. And then how to save this file? So we have edited this file, but to save the file we have to press escape command once. Just press escape command. After pressing escape command, if you see here, you have to we have to press shift and colon. If you see at the bottom of this window, shift column, it's basically a colon, then W, Q, and exclamation mark, and if you press enter, it will save this content. And if you want to see the content of that file, you can simply use cat command. Cat, I want to see myfile2.txt. So myfile2.txt is containing orange and pineapple, and myfile1.txt is containing apple and mango. So far we haven't created any git repository yet. So what we have done, we have to do to initialize empty git repository in our project. What is the command? Git init. So it will initialize git repository. If you see, it is created .git folder. So we have initialized empty git repository in our project. Now what is next step? So what we have done so far is, in working directory we have created two files, myfile1.txt and myfile2.txt. In first file we have added content like apple and mango, and in my file 2.txt we have added orange and pineapple. So if you see, we have added this content in our my file 1.txt and my file 2.txt, and this content and these files are present in working directory only. And then we can add these files and this content to staging area. How to add those in staging area? We can simply put git add dot. It will add all this content now. Git add, it will add all this content into staging area. So it will add all this content into staging area now. So these files are now in staging area, in working directory as well as staging area. And now we can commit those files to local repository as well. So I will just commit those files to local repo as well. So how to commit those files? Git commit -m, let's say my first commit, and then you can commit those files. So now these files are committed to local repository as well. So now these two files are present in working directory, staging area and local repo. In all the three sections these files are present now. Now we want to see usage of git rm command. But before that, let's say I want to see the files present in my working directory. So what is the command to see files which are present in my working directory? So you can put ls command. So ls command, if you see here, ls command will show you the files which are present in the working directory. So my file 1.txt and my file 2.txt are present in working directory. And if I want to see the files which are present in staging area, so it is showing ls command will show you file present in working directory, and to see the files present in staging area, if I want to see the files which are present in staging area, what is the command for that? So if you see, ls command is used to check files in working directory, and git ls -files to check files in staging area. So now if you see git, what is the command? Git ls-files. So git ls-files, it will show you files which are present in staging area. So these are the files which are present in staging area. Now we will see one by one usage. So first one is, let's say I want to remove the files only from working directory. Let's say I want to remove files only from working directory. So what is the command? We have to use only rm and file name. It will remove that file only from working directory. It will not remove the file from staging area. So currently if you see, I have my file 1 and my file 2 present in working directory, my file 1 and my file 2 present in staging area as well. So I want to delete my file 1 only from working directory. I want to delete this file, my file 1, only from working directory, but I don't want to delete that from staging area. So what is the command for that? We have to simply use rm file 1.txt. So we have to use rm command, rm and file name. We haven't used git here. It's just a rm command, rm file name. So it will remove that file from working directory. So if you want to see it, so let's say when I execute this command, just pay attention. So my file 1.txt is present in working directory. Now when I am executing rm file 1.txt, let's see. Sorry, so we are putting file name incorrectly. File name is rm my file 1. So if you see my file 1.txt, and let's execute this command. If you see, my file 1.txt got deleted from here. So it got deleted. So from working directory, the file is removed. So if you put the ls command now, which file is present? Only my file 2.txt is present. My file 1.txt file got deleted from working directory, but it is still there in staging area. So how to check the files which are present in staging area? We have to put git ls hyphen files. It will show you both the files. To check the files present in staging area, if you see in working directory, this file is deleted now. In working directory, by using rm command, we have deleted this file. So working directory is only having myfile2.txt. But in staging area, both the files are there. That's what it is showing here. In staging area, both these files are present, but in working directory, only myfile2.txt is present. So this is how we can remove the file from working directory by using rm command. Now the next point. Let's say I want to remove files only from staging area. I want to remove the file only from staging area and not from the working directory. So I want to remove the file only from staging area and not from working directory. So what is the command for that? So we have to use git rm hyphen cache and file name. So that file will be deleted only from staging area. So currently we have my file 1 and my file 2 present in staging area. So what I will do now, I will delete my file 2 from staging area only. I want to delete my file 2 from staging area only. I don't want to delete it from working directory. I want my file 2 to be deleted only from staging area and not from the working directory. So how to do that? So we have to put one command, that is, what is the command? Git rm hyphen cached and file name. So my file 2.txt. So this command will remove my file 2.txt file from staging area and not from the working directory. So let's execute this. So now this file is deleted from staging area. So how to verify that? So what is the command to check files which are present in staging area? Git ls hyphen files. It will show you the files which are present in staging area. So ideally now if you execute this, you can see it here, right? So it is only showing my file 1.txt. That means my file 2.txt got deleted from staging area. But if you put ls, it will show you my file 2.txt which is present in working directory. So that my file 2.txt is removed from staging area only, but it is present in working directory. So this is the command by which we can remove the file from staging area. Git rm hyphen cached abc.txt file name. So it will remove that specific file only from staging area, and in working directory file will remain as it is. So this is example for removing files only from staging area and not from working directory. So far we have seen how to remove files from working directory only. We have also seen how to remove the files only from staging area. And now we will see how to remove the file from working directory as well as staging area. So let's say you have some files which are tracked files present in working directory as well as staging area, and you want to remove those files from both the area, from both the staging as well as working directory. Then what are the commands? So currently in what state we are? So we have deleted this my file 2 from staging area. So in working directory we have my file 2, and in staging area we have my file 1. So now what I will do, what we want to check is, I will again create my file 1 in working directory. So let's create that file. So I want to create my file 1.txt in working directory. So I will just create by using UI this time. My file 1.txt I have created in working directory. Let's open it. Let's add some content in my file 1.txt. Let's say I'm adding orange. Let's save this file and close it. So what we have done, we have added file again in working directory, that is my file 1.txt file, in which we have added the content of orange. So this is the file which we have created in working directory. Now what we want to do, now what I will do, I will add all these two files again into staging area. I want to add all these two files into staging area. But if you see, right, so I want to add all the two files into staging area again. So what we can do, but before that, let's try to add both the files into staging area. So git add, yeah, so we have added both this file into staging area now. And now we can commit those files into local repo. So git commit -m second commit, and we have added those files into local repository as well. So now if you see the ls command, which will show you my file 1.txt and my file 2.txt present in working directory, and if you put git ls-files, it will show you my file 1 and my file 2, which are present in staging area as well. So now my file 2.txt is present in staging area as well, right? So both these files are present in working directory as well as staging area as well as local rep. But now what we want to do is, I want to remove the tracked files from staging area as well as working directory. So let's say I want to delete my file 2.txt from working directory as well as staging area. From both the places I want to remove this file. So what is the command for that? So we have to use git rm. So git rm command is used, and then file name. So what is the file name? I want to delete my file 2.txt. So what this command will do? So this command is used in Git to remove tracked files from the working directory and the staging area. So from both the places, this file will be removed. So if you open this project now let's execute this command. So after executing this command, if you see, the file is removed from local repository. And now if I check ls, it will show only one file. So my file 2.txt is deleted from working directory. Also let's check in staging area as well. So git ls-files, from staging area also my file 2.txt got deleted. So this is how we can remove the files from staging area as well as working directory by using git rm command. It will delete only the tracked files. So let's say now again I execute the same command but without giving the file name. So let's say git rm. I will put, now this time I will delete the my file 1 as well. So my file 1 is present in working directory as well as staging area. So when I execute this command, that is git rm my file 1.txt, what it will do? It will remove the file from staging area as well as working directory. So if I execute this command now, it will remove that file from our staging area as well as working directory. So now if I execute the ls command to see the file present in working directory, it is not showing any file. That means working directory does not contain any file now. Similarly, if I execute git ls-files, it will also not show any files because this file got deleted from staging as well as working directory. Correct. So this is how we can use git rm command to remove tracked files from the working directory and the staging area. Now what I will do, I will again add some files. So let's say I am just adding one more file. New text document. This time I am naming it as abc.txt. And this file, along with this file, I will create one more file in working directory. New pqr.txt. So we have created two new files now, abc.txt and pqr.txt in working directory. So if you see, and let's add some content in it. So in abc.txt, I will just add apple. Let's save this file, close this file. Let's open pqr.txt. In this I am adding mango. Save this file and close this file. So now what we have done? So in working directory we have added two files, that is abc.txt and pqr.txt, which contains apple, and this file contains mango. In staging area also there are no files which are present, right? So we have deleted last time. So now what we will do, this time we will only add abc.txt file to staging area. We will only add this file to staging area, but we will not add pqr.txt file into staging area. So only this file will be added to staging area and this file will remain untracked. This file remains in working directory only. So how to perform that activity? So let's say git add abc.txt. So now this will add abc.txt file to staging area. So now this file is added to staging area, but pqr.txt file is still present only in working directory. That file is not added into staging area. So now what we will do is, we will try to use git rm command to remove abc.txt first, and then we will try to remove pqr.txt as well. So abc.txt is present in staging as well as working directory. That's why it will get removed. But pqr.txt, since it is not tracked file, it is only present in working directory, it is still unknown to git version control. So that's why it will not remove that file from working directory if you try to use git rm command. So in this situation I will show you. If I try to use git rm pqr.txt, if you see the output, it is showing you pqr.txt did not match any files because that file is not added into staging area. That's why we cannot use git rm command to remove those files. So the files which are not tracked files will not get affected of git rm command. Git rm command is used to get remove tracked files from the working directory as well as index area. So at least once it should be added into staging area, then only we would be able to remove those files from working directory. But the file which is present in working directory as well as, so abc.txt is present in working directory as well as staging area, so that file will be removed if you use git rm command. So if I use git rm abc.txt, it will remove the file. So now if I go to project, if you use git rm, what is the command? Git rm so if you see now the following file, so abc.txt we have added into staging area, but that file was not committed. So what we can do, we can commit that file first. Git commit -m. So now it has committed the changes, and now if I try to see the file, so in ls abc.txt and pqr.txt both the files are present, and in staging area git ls -files abc.txt is present, because we have added only abc.txt into staging area previously. pqr.txt is still not added into staging area. So now if you see in staging area abc.txt is present, and in working directory both the files are present. So now if I try to use rm command on abc.txt, it will remove that file. So if you see the project, let's remove that file. So now that file is removed. If you see, that file is removed from this. So now if I check ls, it will show only pqr.txt. If I check git ls-files, it will show you no file, right? Because abc.txt which was present, it got removed from above command. So, but pqr.txt file will remain in working directory because it is not added into staging area. That's why it will not be affected. So now what we will do, we will add this file into staging area. Git add pqr.txt. So it will add that file into staging area, and we want to commit as well. So let's say git commit -m. I'm just giving some commit message. Now this file is added to local repository as well. And now if you try to execute git rm, what is the file name? pqr.txt. It will remove the file. So at what state this file is present? So this file is present in working directory, as well as this file is present in staging area as well. So now, and also it is present in local repository as well. So now if you execute git rm command, it will delete the file from staging area as well as working directory. So now if I execute this command, just pay the attention. If I execute this command, the file got removed. So if I execute ls command now, no file will be displayed. If I execute git ls-files, then also no file will be displayed. So this is how we can use git rm command. So this is how we can use git rm command to remove the files from working directory and staging area both. So all the tracked files in the current directory and all subdirectories will be deleted from both the working directory and the staging area. So this is again another command, another option in git rm command if you want to remove all the files from working directory and staging area. Then we can use git rm-r. This command will remove all tracked files in the current directory as well as staging area. But files which are untracked, just now we have seen, the files which are untracked, they will not be affected. Now see the example of git rm-r as well. So what I will do in our project now, I will again create some files. So how to create files directly from the git bash? By using touch command. Let's say touch file1.txt. It will create file 1. We can also create touch file2.txt. It will create file 2. We can again use touch file3.txt. It will create 3 files. Now these files are created only in working directory currently. Now I want to add 2 files. So let's say file 1 and file 2. I want to add those file to staging area. So what I will do, git add file1.txt and file2.txt. So let's execute this command. It will add these 2 files into staging area. So what we have done here is, we have added in working directory, we have added 3 files: file1.txt, file2.txt and file3.txt. So 3 files we have added in working directory, but from this 3 file, so this content is not there. So this we have already, yeah. So now from these 3 files, what we have done, we have added these 2 files into staging area. Just now we have added these 2 files into staging area, and now from staging area, let's commit those files into local repository as well. So how to commit those files? Git commit -m, let's say first commit. So now these 2 files got committed to local repository as well. So these files are now present in local repo. Now we will use git rm-r command. So we are going to use git rm-r dot command. So what this command will do, this will remove all the tracked files in the current directory. That means it will be removed from working directory as well as staging area. So which files are tracked files currently? So if you see our folder, file 1 and file 2 are tracked files, but file 3, it's only in working directory, so that file will not be affected. So let's execute that command. So now let's see files present in working directory. If you press ls key, it will show you file 1, file 2, file 3 are present in working directory. If you put git ls hyphen files, it will show you both the files. If you see, file 1 and file 2 are present in staging area, and in working directory all the 3 files are present. Now I will use git rm hyphen r dot, and you execute this command. If you see, file 1 and file 2 will be removed. So if you see in working directory as well, only file 3 is present now. File 1 and file 2 got deleted from working directory as well as staging area. So now if you see ls, only file 3.txt present in working directory. And if you put git ls hyphen files, it will show you no files, because when you executed this command, that is git rm hyphen r, these 2 files got deleted from working directory, from here as well, and from staging area as well. That's why only file 3.txt is present in working directory, and file 1 and file 2 are got deleted from staging area as well as working directory. So that's the use of git rm hyphen r dot command. And the file which is untracked file 3.txt was not being tracked by git, that will not be affected by this command. So just remember important note as well. When you are using git rm hyphen r dot command, it is a risky command, because this operation will be permanently delete tracked files from your working directory. If you want to keep the files in the local directory but just stop tracking them, you should use hyphen hyphen cached option, because hyphen hyphen, if you want to remove files from git's tracking without deleting them from your working directory, we can use hyphen hyphen cached option. So what this command will do, this will remove only from staging and it will not remove from the working directory. So this is useful if you want to remove the files from the git repo but keep them on your local machine. And that's why we have to always remember using git rm hyphen r dot with caution, especially if you don't want to lose the files from your working directory. And always double check with git status before committing any changes. So that's about git rm command. So what we have seen, just revision one more time. So by using rm command, we can remove the files only from working directory. If you want to remove the files only from staging area, we have to use git rm hyphen hyphen cached abc.txt. abc.txt is the file name, and this command will remove abc.txt file from only from staging area, and in working directory file will remain as it is. And we can also use git rm command to remove all the tracked files from staging area as well as working directory. So we can use git rm command to remove the files from working directory as well as staging area. So it will remove that file from working directory and staging area if it's a tracked file. If it's untracked file, it will remain unchanged. And git rm hyphen r dot, so it will delete all the tracked files in the current directory and staging area, and untracked files will not be deleted. But always remember, while using git rm hyphen r dot command, you should be very cautious, because it can delete tracked files, all the tracked files from staging area as well as working directory. So instead of that, we can use git rm hyphen r hyphen hyphen cached dot. This command will delete only the staging area files, but it will not delete the files from working directory. So thanks for watching this video. In coming session, we will see about one more command, that is git checkout command. So thank you again.